guys, welcome back to Every Day with A. My name is Amanda, and I'm excited to bring you topics from A to Z. This past weekend, I got the opportunity to interview Daniel Doak, owner of Daniel Doak Fine Art Portraits, located in North Reading, Massachusetts. His amazing techniques and the passion for the picture-perfect moment will leave you with a magical experience. Let's check out my interview with Dan to learn more about Daniel Doak Fine Art Portraits. Dan, can you tell us how you got interested in photography?
Sure. A long time ago, when I was about 13 years old, I actually got into an accident and I hurt my legs. And while I was in the hospital, people kept giving me photography magazines. So when I got out, it kind of stuck, and people asked me to take different photos. And I started taking family photos and wedding photos. And I photographed my first wedding at 15.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I've been doing weddings and photography ever since then.
So how long have you been a photographer?
Oh, probably for 32 years now.
So with being a photographer for 30 years, what made you want to open your own studio?
I think what it was is when I was working for other people, I walked into one studio and they, one day they had one of my photos up. A couple of weeks later, they had two of my photos up. And within a few months, all my photos were on the studios, for a couple of different studios that we were working for. So I just decided it was best just to work for myself. And that way I can control what I did and try to improve the quality and all that.
Well, that's awesome. So I have another question for you.
Sure.
So what makes you stand out compared to other photographers of today?
I think what really makes me stand out is my lighting. I really understand the lighting, the technical part. And on the other part of it, say if we're photographing a wedding, I'm actually into more of the emotions and the moments of the wedding. So if you put the technical and the emotions together, you create unbelievable images.
So is there a secret behind, how you make your clients feel comfortable, how you get that picture perfect moment?
No, I think it just comes down to a lifetime of just talking with people, trying to make them feel at ease. There's no secret. There's no secret for lighting. It's pretty basic when you break it down. There's no secret for making people feel comfortable except for just talking to people. Right. And just try to be smooth and relaxed. So
what do you see behind the lens that amateurs or some photographers don't see?
I think it's just the different angles. I'm always looking at when you photograph somebody, if you photograph someone full length compared to half length or close up, the camera angle always changes. And then just doing a slight angle off to one side, using like the rule of thirds that artists do, you can kind of create a little bit more depth and dimension in the photograph. One of my favorite things to do is to watch movies, and I just love seeing the cinematography of how everything played out on the big screen. So I started copying that. And then I started going to different seminars. Like there's a photography school called NEEP. I went to it 17 years in a row just to learn lighting and all that. So it's just been a lifetime of working. The more I learn, the more I realize I have a lot more to learn. Right. So that's the best thing.
Oh, sorry. Do you have a place, like a perfect picture moment or event that you like to take pictures at?
No, actually, I like photographing everything. I think it comes down to if I can capture the personalities. Lots of times when I'm photographing people and they say, wow, you captured my personality, that's the best thing I could possibly do. If I'm photographing a wedding and I can capture the moments as it's happening, and especially when I show the picture, the back of the camera to the bride, and she starts crying in a good way.
No, that's a good moment.
That's a good moment. That's when I know I've done my job.
Absolutely. So I hear you're involved with silent auctions, charities. Yep. How did you get involved with the charities, and how did you become associated with them? Well,
we've always tried to give back. I've always felt that if we give a little bit, we can get something back. And we didn't really know how to go about it. So about a year and a half ago, we hired a business coach. And one of his ways was to work with different charities and different functions. So we started following his plan, and it works fabulous. Now we're working with about 125 different charities, and we get to give back. Our goal this year is to give back $250,000 worth of times and services.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little about the charities?
Anything to do with cancer, because my mother died of cancer. She died of breast cancer. And anything I can do with children, just because they always touch my heart.
Right.
So we'll support any charity, but those are the ones a little bit more special to me.
So my last and final question is, what advice would you give to an up-and-coming photographer of the new digital era?
Well, I think you have to break it down to two different things. Do they want to be a professional photographer and make a living, or do they want to be an art photographer? It's two different things. If you want to make a living at it, then the first thing to study would be business. I would study business, marketing classes, accounting, stuff like that. The photography is kind of easy to learn. The business part's really hard. If you're going to be an artist, then I would just be like, learn the rules and break them as much as you can.
Thank you so much, Ed. Thank you, Dan, for that lovely interview. Check out Daniel Doak Fine Art Portraits for that picture-perfect moment. Tune in next time for Every Day with A.